One thing I'd like to say about cell phones is there's one feature that they all should have, and I just don't see why the cell phone manufacturers are ignoring it. It seems so obvious that most people I ask about that say, oh man, yes, I'd love to have that. So we'll talk about it. Well, the speakers were really loud, but the girls were nice here and turned down the music a little bit so we can make this video and maybe not get a copyright strike. Well, has anybody ever wondered what the marketing people at the smartphone companies are doing? Sometimes I really wonder. Every time I get a new smartphone, I think about this. What do most people use their smartphones for other than texting and chatting and things like that, video calls? They use them for selfies. And the best cameras for the selfies are the ones on the back. They're the best cameras on the smartphone, but it's really hard to do a selfie or to vlog with the back cameras because you can't frame yourself. So what in the world are they thinking? Why didn't they do something to help us? How about putting a little screen on the back? It doesn't have to be a big screen. It can just be a screen the size of the one on a pocket Osmo, like the one I'm using right now. I think it'd be a good idea. They'd sell so many more cell phones if they had that. Well, I don't know if they would or not. They're going to sell the cell phones anyway, but they'd sure make a lot of users happier, that's for sure. I know I'd be happier. Sometimes I use mine for vlogging, but usually I don't because I can't frame myself well. Even with the wide angle, it doesn't work that well at all. If you use the front camera, you get an inferior camera, and it's just nowhere as good as the back cameras. And also doesn't have all the features of the back cameras. The back cameras actually got image stabilization and a lot of other features that the front cameras don't have. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if they think at all. There are a few companies that make back screens. I know Sony has a new camera that has a back screen add-on. I think it's $300 and the phone's a couple of thousand. So you're going to spend more for that than you would if you bought a Sony a7 IV. That's kind of dumb. I don't think I'm going to do that, and I doubt that many other people would do it either. I don't think that's going to be a popular phone. People seem pretty comfortable in the $1,000 range for a cell phone these days. So what would it cost them to put that little screen on the back? Not much, I think. Hey, today I'm back at Royal Coffee. What a great place to shoot. It's quieter here than the coffee shops on the busy streets. It's really nice. I'm sitting under a big umbrella right now, and it's very comfortable, and the light's good. It's a good place to shoot. You know, I will say one thing about these little V50 phones. They do really good video. Actually, I'm going to try to pick up one or two more of them before I leave Vietnam just to use as video cameras. They're handy, and the video quality is really good from them. Well, I think that I'm going to stick with my little V50 smartphone. I do use it a lot. I use it for B-roll and use it as a second camera sometimes to my big camera. I think it's great, but boy, would that little screen on the back make it a very, very, very useful tool. Like I said, I don't see why they don't do it. It just doesn't make sense. And even if it costs an extra $50 or $100 for the phone, I'd tend to go for it. Yeah, we may not be TextPad in Saigon much longer. Looks like we're going to be using the old TextPad on the go channel, which will be pretty much the same. I want you subscribers to know that you'll still be subscribed to the channel even if we change the name. You don't have to look for another channel. You'll still be on our team. And we are having some luck with the kitties. I think we have a home now for Jellybone and Oreo. Little Boo Boo still needs a place. She's really a sweet cat. I wish somebody would pick her up and give her a good home. We really like that little gal. Love to keep her, but there's just no way. Getting a kitty to Philippines is just really too much trouble, especially when you're loaded up with all your luggage from your first trip home. If we can get back into Vietnam soon, we'll probably pick up Jellybone and take him to the Philippines. I think we can get the paperwork done in the Philippines. Be a little bit easier than trying to do it from here. It's easier on the receiving end. getting a cat out of here is not much problem. I think they're pretty happy to get a cat out of here. They got a lot of cats. Well, this is JR, the expat in Saigon, lamenting about cell phones. But overall, I'm happy with my V50. I just think I could be a lot happier if the phones had little screens on the back. That's it. Every phone should have one. I'd probably better head back to the house. Ray is doing some packing, and I probably need to help.